Hi, my name is Jennifer Love. I'm coming to you today from Woods Cross, Utah. I am an artist specializing in water media paintings, and I particularly like to create watercolor paintings that focus on pattern, texture, and movement. One of the ways that I use to accomplish this pattern, texture, and movement is by creating woven paintings. Now, to create a woven painting, I will make two paintings with the same design, and then I cut them up and I weave them together to create a new painting, and this new painting gives me a unique three-dimensional texture that you just can't accomplish with a single piece of watercolor paper alone. So that's something that I'm really happy with, but then I have to figure out how to keep the painting together so it's not falling apart. You want the painting to be strong. Now, by nature, a weave is going to be strongest in the middle, where the strips are the longest and there's the most crossover. But along the edges, it needs to be secured. So this is what I'm going to show you today. This is one of my current woven paintings. I think it's actually upside down. You can see how the strips are the longest across the center, where I've woven it across the center. That's going to hold together really well in the center of the painting. But along the edge strips, it's a little uneven as you line up the design, and then you have to figure out how to secure all those edges. So the first thing that I do is I like to use acid-free glue dots, and I've put one here to show you. So I just tuck the glue dot underneath the paper right there, and then I will press those two edges together. And I go around the entire painting and I just try to find all of the loose edges. At the very least, you want to do it around the corners, but the more you do around the whole painting, the more secure it is. Now, it's really important to use acid-free materials because you don't want any acids from your glues or tapes or anything leaking out onto your paper in a few years and damaging the paper or the paint and just damaging your painting overall. So just make sure that you're always finding acid-free materials. You can find acid-free glue dots at any craft store where they sell scrapbooking materials. It'll be easy to find that kind of glue dot. Then after I've done that, the next thing I do is I like to use linen hinging tape, and again I'm going to give you a little close-up of that. So I cut off a strip of the hinging tape and I put it across the weave by the edge, and then I take a straight edge, just a little white plastic straight edge, and I rub it down so that it secures itself really well to the paper. Now, the acid-free linen hinging tape was actually recommended to me by my framer because it holds very strongly, it's easy to put on, but it's also easy to peel off without damaging the paper. So that makes it ideal for framing, but it also makes it ideal for this type of project as well. So this is the kind of linen hinging tape that I use. It's by Linico. I just found it on Amazon. You could use any kind you want, just make sure that it's acid-free framing quality. And I found that the glue dots I got in this little roller has helped me to put it on a little bit easier. Just rolls up and then you can stick it right onto the paper. But you can use any kind of glue dot that strikes your fancy, just make sure that it's all acid-free. So the other thing I don't do is I don't wear gloves while I'm in this process of handling my painting, because the white gloves, they get little lint and they stick to the glue and they stick to the tape, and it just makes more hassle than that's worth. So just want to make sure that you try to handle your painting by the edges when you're handling it with your fingers as much as possible. Also make sure that you've washed your hands really well to get rid of all of any natural oils that are on your hands as much as possible. And for sure, don't put any lotion on before you handle your paintings. So those are the methods that I use to secure my woven paintings. Hopefully that has been helpful to you if you're going to try that kind of technique. And if you'd like to see more of my work, you can go to my website, jenniferloveartwork.com. My work is also represented by Xanadu Gallery in Scottsdale, Arizona, and their website is xanadugallery.com, and that is with an X, Xanadu with an X. And my work is also hanging at Local Colors of Utah Gallery in Salt Lake City, Utah. So we'll see you again soon. Thank you.